Hi everyone, this is Kalyan Kumar and welcome to Product Review. Today we will be reviewing the audio quality of the Zoom H1 handy recorder. In the last part, whose link is down in the description below, we did the unboxing and a brief introduction of how important audio in a particular video is. And then we unboxed the Zoom H1 and its accessory pack. And today it's the time to test the audio quality and various settings present in Zoom H1. So this is the Zoom H1, and right now the audio that you're listening to is being recorded in this device. And now I've kept the gain at 50. I'm going to decrease the gain a bit. I would in fact prefer not to decrease the gain during recording because then it becomes a little difficult to process the sound. But remember, the audio that you're hearing right now is a processed sound. It has been processed in Audacity, and I'll do a separate video on how I do the processing, what are the settings that I do in Audacity. And then we will talk about how to get the best voice out of the entire recording. So what you're hearing right now is not the audio from my camera, it's the audio from the Zoom H1. And I'm using my lapel mic. This is the Lav Plus Rode Lav Plus mic, and this has been connected to this particular handy recorder. And once the recording gets over, I'll show you briefly what are the kind of jacks that you generally find and which particular jack goes into this. Now there are basically three types of mic cum headphones. One is called mono. Mono is the one which has a single ring in its jack. Now this mono is only for mics, and there are certain ports which will allow mono or stereo to go in, and some will only allow the mono to go in. Now this particular Zoom H1, you can use a mono mic or a stereo mic. Now stereo mic is the one which has two rings, mono has one ring. Now you can get stereo headphones also. So the jacks with two rings can either be mics or headphones. But if you remember, the kind of hands-free headphone cum mic that you use for your mobile phones, that has three rings because it has to function both as a mic as well as a headphone. So it's a stereo mic cum headphone. So those with three rings will generally go into ports which allow you to hear as well as speak at the same time. Now, this particular one is a handy recorder. Its basic purpose is a recorder, and most of the cameras, including the one in which I'm recording, they only allow the two ring port jacks to go in. So microphones with two rings can go in, not with the ones with three rings. Either they will not go in, or perhaps they will not record. This one again only allows the two ring jack to go in, only for stereo. Now the Rode Lav Plus comes with a jack which has three pins. So I have to have an adapter here. So if you can just zoom in and show, this is the adapter that I'm using. Of course, the adapter is also from Rode Lav Plus mic. It came along with it. And this is the adapter for converting the 3-pin TRRS. It's called TRRS to TRS. The stereo 2-ring port is called TRS. The 3-pin port is called TRRS. So, and I'm going to show you what that actually means. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to talk about the different settings of this. And for comparison, I'm going to just show you now how the audio sounds from my camera. So now the audio that you're hearing is the audio from my camera, and I think you can make out the difference pretty well. This audio is directly being recorded by my camera. It's supposed to be a 5.1 surround mic, but the microphone, as you can very clearly hear, is not up to the standard of the audio quality that you get from here. But of course, the audio that you heard from here was also not the audio exactly from here because it was processed. It was recorded in this and it was later on processed. And in my work, I have noticed that the recording device is as important as the microphone. So now what I'm going to do is, right now it's recording at 48 kilohertz. I'm recording all the audio in wave format. This is 48 kilohertz and 16 bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the recording and I'm going to start again, and I'm going to start with the highest bitrate and the highest quality of audio here, that is 9624, 96 kilohertz and 24 bit. And then we are going to bring it down to the lowest one, which is 4416, 44 kilohertz and 16 bit. In each kilohertz you have 2 bits, 24 bit and 16 bit. So now the ideal way of shooting anything, especially if the talent is sitting right across the camera like I am right now, is to match the audio of the camera along with the audio setting of your recorder. Now not all cameras have that, and not all recording systems may have that, but the best way is keep it around 4816 or 4416, because most of the cameras do record in this particular range. Recording in a higher format in one and lower format in the other would result in a bit of a synchronization problem, because what will happen is the initial point will get synced, the person will talk properly synced, and later on slowly one of the bit rates will take over, and you will find that there will be a bit of out of sync characteristics happening in the video. So the best is keep both formats the same. That will be the best, if of course that can be adjusted. If it can't be adjusted, at least adjust in one of them, keep it 4800, 48 kilohertz, or keep it as 44 kilohertz. I think that will work, and keep it as 16 bit. 24 bit generally doesn't get used in most of the recording softwares, or for that matter the video editing softwares, but it's okay, you can keep it even at 24 if you want. 16 is the most ordinary one. I would prefer to keep it at 4800 16 or 4400 16. So now I'm going to stop recording and I'm going to come back with a new setting in the Zoom H1 handy recorder.